And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What is that? 19! Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shoot, shoot. Hey, 31. Line him up. Line him up.
It's complete to Hopkins. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it's 3rd down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike, check, 59. 59, Mark, 59, Mark.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
You're set. 19. It's 59. That's the 59. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Check, 59.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we are. Check. Fresno. Out.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Watch out.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
They're running it. He's checking. Crash. Check man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Here we go. Alert 3. Check 50. 81.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take wins home.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 99.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
On the delay, Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He's got the hook up to Miller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. These two teams all tied after one.
Set. 19. Check. Walk in the air. Off the screen. Off the screen. Off the screen. Pass. Off the screen. Back. Out.
On 2nd down, it's Miller.
Run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Watson now to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Silver. Hey, switch gears.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got one. Kill.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Open man, the tight end falls. And now running right through it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. To Johnson again, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Texans have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I'm coming after you. Kill.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check, 59, 59. Blue there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And a catch made by Hopkins. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Back to throw, Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Max Sharping, the guilty party, 2nd-round pick from Northern Illinois.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. It's complete. Stills. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Check 26, check 26.
Again, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Carter. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59. Pick it up.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. And Stills bringing it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
He's set. Great team. 54 Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. SOS.
On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
41 Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught by Evans. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
This is it. 19. Check 59.
It's been a long day for you.
Alert, alert. Hey, 59.
On 1st down, Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Miller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 24-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me. Check down, go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Bang, bang. Shit. Mike's 59. I'm trying to collect.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right and avoids the contact by sliding. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set. 19. 54, Mike. I'm here on Mike 31. 54. Mike 54.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, check right.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
49, check 49, check 49.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for two. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, set. 15 on it. 16 on it. 41. Watch the curl. That's it. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Wow. Run it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Deuce.
On 2nd and 9, Watson flush to his right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the left side, this is Stills. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Where's that? 19. 59. Mike the 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 29, Jackson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Mike 37. Let's go, heavy. Let's go, heavy. Everyone shoot.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
He's set. 19. Right here. Got double time. 4 down. Check. 4 down. And it's up.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Break the set. 19. 54 miles. Alert.
On first down, Miller. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.